I'm going to show you how to make a heart out of a single sheet of paper using a weaving technique. Now this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 different strips, which is a little more difficult, but today I'm going to show you how to do it with 3, which is a little bit easier. We're going to start with one sheet of paper and turn it on its side. It should be short and wide. From here, we're going to fold our paper in half, taking one edge and making sure both sides touch. With this line in the middle, we now have 2 distinct halves. We're going to color each half and add any designs that we want. For my demonstration, I'm just going to go ahead and color one side and leave the other one white. You can do whatever designs or decorations you would like, as well as using any colors. I like to use colors that are pretty different from each other, so they really pop. Now, after you've gotten your 2 sides colored, we're going to fold our paper back up. Now, we want to make sure to measure a square, or something about the size of a square, for the parts that we are going to cut. To make it into a square, we're going to grab the bottom and the corner here and just kind of slide it as far up and to the side as we can without folding. And then we just add a line up at the top. We've taken the short edge and used it to measure up along the long side to make a perfect square. From here, we're going to draw a large U shape that goes all the way from the bottom up to the top and back down again. This is going to end up overlapping on the square and making the heart shape. Now from the line down, we're going to add 2 or more lines. For here, I'm just going to do 2. So we end up with 1, 2, 3 strips of paper to weave. If you want something more complex with more checkers inside, you can make more. You could divide it in half and then further in half again for 4 if you would like. When we cut our strips or our heart pieces, we're going to start in the center, making sure to cut through both layers of paper at once. Starting with the strips ensures that we have a perfectly symmetrical artwork. After your little tentacles have been cut, I like to squeeze right here to keep everything in place and cut my large U shape. You'll notice that I'm not moving the hand that's holding the scissors at all. I am only moving the hand that is holding the paper. That helps me get a nice, smooth, rounded part. So I have my U-shaped paper, including the piece with the center. If you forgot to cut the middle and you left it uncut, you can simply cut along the fold. Taking this and getting rid of it. Boop. And when I open it, I have my lovely colored papers with 3 pieces each. Again, if you want more, you can do more, as long as they are the same. I'm going to keep one upright and take the other one and turn it to the side. Because we're going to be weaving the other edge into it, keeping it on its side helps me weave a little more easily. What I like to do is take the top one, the top strip in my hand, and put my hand on the others and pull it forward. Sort of like I've got a jellyfish holding on to dear life off the edge of my desk. By just having one, it makes it a lot easier for me to work with my pattern. Now we're going to repeat the pattern across the top and then flip it for the next. So if I go over, under, over, to switch that up and have the opposite, I'm going to go under, over, under for my second one. So I slide my hand under and grab my second tentacle, slide it under, slide it over, and then under one more time. Finally, with my last one, I'm going to check my pattern again. The first one was over, under, over. Then under, over, under. So here we go over, under, and then over for our final one. So over, lift my next one, slide it down there. Now you can scoot your pieces up as far as they'll go and fold them behind it, or you can use tape or glue. That's up to you. I like to take the piece and flip it over and then just peel everything back if I'm going to be folding it backwards. Or you can simply add a little drop of glue on the parts that go over and keep that down. Finally, if you have tape, you can just kind of run it along the edges. I made that one too short. You can also just run the tape along the edge on the back to hold things in place. But once you've done that, you have a fantastic little woven heart. Enjoy!